So the last few days, the last 2 days, I've I've been, just to be honest with you, I've been a little gassed at the end of the day. I've had some vehicle issues going on, and I've been out between working and turning wrenches all day. I've been a little gassed, and besides that, I, I don't call the shots. So let's get that clear and make sure it's understood. I don't know why it feels like this is maybe a time of rest for me. This has been the last week or so. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've had mechanical issues and work, and it's been cold and stuff like that. I don't know if that's why I've been slack the last week or so. I don't know. You know, maybe it's this pause in the smashing over there in Gaza. You know, the 4 days and now the 2 days, the 42 days. Maybe it's that. I don't know. I don't call the shots. I don't want to say. But tonight, just now, I wasn't gonna get on here tonight. But I got thinking. I seen a few things. I seen Steve Bannoon on his channel reading about Barrabas. And I got thinking of all my people. And my people are just like a lot of the people in the world today. They, like Elon Musk right here, they bow to the ISIS-Ra-Ali pressure. And I seen this quote. I seen Kanye West saying something that I've seen him say. I seen it before in the past. He said, "You're crazy when you speak the truth in a world full of lies." I got thinking about my people tonight, and like I said, the rest of the world's population, damn near, or of quote-unquote believers. They're screaming out, "We want Barrabas," after seeing all the miracles that the Messiah, the Word, the truth, the way, and the life, after seeing all the miracles that he had performed, how he wasn't murdering anyone, he didn't rob from anyone, he wasn't committing acts of violence towards anyone. In the end, those people that were wanting that bread from him when he fed the 5,000, that were wanting the miracles, when it came down to it, they wanted what they desired. They desired Barabbas. And they turned their back on Messiah and begged for his death. And the people today are worse. They're worse than those people back then. They see all the smashing going on over there. They see all the little innocent children being bombed to smithereens. They turn their back on their own flesh and blood to bow to ISIS-Ra-El. What has been going on over there is nothing. It's worse than those men, those NG men from the 40s from Germany. It's worse than that. It's open. It's out in the open, and you people who are supposed to be believers, followers of the way, the word, the truth, and the life, you're openly, publicly announcing your allegiance, pledging your allegiance to atrocities, murder of innocent children. This isn't going to stop until the coastland over there is no more. And then when that happens, where are you going to run to? Who then will you pledge your support to, my friends? The last chapter in Isaiah I read in the last video was chapter 21. Let's get 22 and let's see what the Most High's got to tell you. Verse 1, the message concerning the valley of vision. What troubles you now, that you have all gone up to the housetops? The housetops. Remember, Messiah said, when you come down off the housetops, don't go in the house to gather nothing. Flee to the mountains. The housetops, that's where you're at right now. That's what that Isis Ra'el is. That you're pledging your unwavering, your dying support, your allegiance to. You who are filled with turmoils, a noisy city, a city of revelry. Your slain are not slain with the sword, nor the dead in battle. That sword right there, that's literal. He's not talking about the word right there. That you're not slain by tanks and bullets and bombs. You are slain by the word. Because you, just like those people back then who begged and pleaded for Barabbas, those people committed suicide that day, just like you're doing this day. All your rulers have fled together. Without a bow, they were taken captive. All who are found in you are bound together, who have fled from afar. Therefore I said, look away from me. Let me weep bitterly. I can only imagine how he feels with all you fair weather fans, you quote unquote believers. Don't believe nothing. You don't believe nothing. You say those words out of your mouth all the time. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But you sure do believe in those people over there who it's in their laws that if they've made laws to where they can behead anyone who says they believe in the Messiah, in Yahusha, that they can kill you. That's who you're supporting over there. And you're begging, desiring for them to keep on smashing little children, innocent people over there, because you believe that they're gods, right? Yeah. He says, look away from me. Let me weep bitterly. Do not try to comfort me because of the ravaging of the daughter of my people. For it is a day of uproar and treading down and perplexity by the Master Yahuwah of hosts in the valley of vision, breaking down of a wall and of crying to the mountain. And Elam bore the quiver with chariots of men and horsemen, and Kir bared the shield. And it shall be that your choicest valleys shall be filled with chariots, and the horsemen shall take up positions at the gate. Then he removed the covering of Yehuda, and you looked in that day to the weapons of the house of the forest, to the covering, to the hiding of the true land. And you saw the breaches of the city of Daud, that it was great, and you gathered together to the waters of the lower pool. That's where I'm at right now. I'm right beside that lower pool. And you counted the house of Jerusalem, and the houses you broke down to strengthen the wall, and you dug a ditch between the two walls for the water of the old pool. But you have not looked to its maker, nor have you seen him who fashioned it long ago. You ain't looked. You're not supporting Isis Ra'el because of Yahuwah. Because if you were, you wouldn't support those people over there. You would have nothing to do with it other than to expose it for what it is. And that's darkness and wickedness. And in that day, the Master Yahuwah of hosts called for weeping and for mourning, for baldness and for girding with sackcloth. Then see, joy and gladness, killing oxen and slaying sheep, eating meat and drinking wine. Let us drink, eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. We'll grow old and end up in a nursing home, and we'll die, and just bury me over there, John. Don't worry about anything else. But yet y'all speak of heavenly matters out the side of your neck. But there's no proof of any belief. And it was revealed in my hearing by Yahuwah of hosts, for this crookedness shall certainly not be pardoned until you die. Bye-bye, said the Master Yahuwah of hosts. Thus said the Master Yahuwah of hosts, go, come to this steward, to Shebna, who is over the house, and say, what have you here, and whom have you here, that you have hewn a burial site here, as he who hews himself a burial site on high, inscribing a resting place for himself in a rock? See, Yahuwah is hurling you away, O man, and is firmly grasping you, rolling you up tightly like a ball into a wide land. There you are to die, and there your esteemed chariots are to be the shame of your master's house. All them churches, all those things you pledge your allegiance to, it's going to be your shame. And I shall drive you from your office, and you shall be ousted from your position. And it shall be in that day that I shall call my servant Alakim, son of Helikiah, and I shall put your robe on him and strengthen him with your girdle and give your authority into his hand. And he shall be a father to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and to the house of Yehuda. And I shall place the key of the house of David, on his shoulder, and he shall open and no one shuts, and shall shut and no one opens. And I shall fasten him like a peg in a steadfast place, and he shall become a throne of esteem to his father's house. And they shall hang on him all the weight of his father's house, the offspring and the offshoots, all vessels of small quantity, from the cups to all the jars. Like that man that they were to meet on Passover. Remember that? He had the jar of water. In that day, declares Yahuwah of hosts, the peg that is fastened in the steadfast place shall be removed and be cut down and fall, and the burden that was on it shall be cut off, for Yahuwah has spoken. I know my family, people I know, they wondered why I wouldn't want to come and eat Thanksgiving dinner with them, or hang out with them and talk to them. And they say it's because I don't love them anymore. What kind of person am I? That's what they say. You know what kind of person I am? I'm the type of person that wouldn't sit and whine and dine with a bunch of people who screamed, "We want Barnabas." Hell no. I'd rather die alone than to dwell in the company murderers, ravenous, savage wolves. I'd rather die alone than to associate myself with people who would rather have Barnabas than the Messiah, the Son of the Most High, Abba Yahuwah. No, I'm not dwelling with anyone who rejects the idea of face down, all praise, all honor, all glory, and all esteem to Abba Yahuwah, the Most High, our wonderful Creator, our righteousness. I got no desire for Barnabas or you, only for my Abba Yahuwah. Off my face.